Good morning, everybody. So today I'm going to cover really briefly the steps that we covered in class on how to create your own Wix site. Again, this isn't required to do at this point in time or to get very far in it. We're just going to be practicing this for the entire year. So once you're in Google, you type in Wix. Click on the Wix.com website. And you can see that I'm already logged in because I've always asked it to save me. You guys can do this in the future, but what you're going to do is click the right-hand button for signing in. You have multiple different options. You can either, whenever you're signing up for an account right here, you guys can type in your school email, or if you have a personal that you would prefer to use, you guys can use that as well. If you are signing up with your Google account, you literally can just click this to have it be associated with your Spring ISD account, just to make it easier on you. I'm going to go type in my information just because I have an account before. If you guys want it to remember you, just hit this little remember me box and you won't have to type it in next time. Now I'm logging in. And if you have not created your account yet, or created your website, you guys are going to be clicking this little blue button that says create new site right here. Click it and it's going to bring up another page. Preferably go to the photography, or you guys can also pick portfolio and CV, but because you guys are doing photography in this class, it's probably going to be easier for you to pick this one. Choose the right hand side for choosing a template. And then you are going to pick one of these templates that you guys prefer. So if you guys like the lettering up towards the top with a big old picture, that's what you're going to pick. If you want your lettering in the center with a big picture in the background, if you want multiple pictures showing, so you just pick one of the templates that you prefer. So say I'm going to pick this one. I'll hit edit. And now it's going to take it a little bit of time and start basically pulling together all the resources that it needs for your website. If there's a pop-up, just close it out. And then here is where we start getting into the nitty-gritty. So any text that you see, you literally can click it once, double click it, and then you can actually start changing the text. So here I'm going to type in Ms. K because this is my portfolio. You can highlight it, which is dragging and clicking with the left mouse. You can change the font size. You can choose how the font looks. So here I changed it. I can make it align to the left-hand side, right-hand side, keep it in the middle. There's lots of different things that you can do with this website. So here's just playing around with text. So there are two main buttons that you guys are going to start tinkering around with. You're going to have menus and pages. We'll work on that one a little bit later on. And this add button, you're mainly going to be using add for this website. So when I click add, you guys can add in text of your own. They have headings, which is kind of like where that Miss K was up here, just a title area. Titles are more or less the exact same thing as a header. And then if I get down here, I also have some paragraphs. So if you guys want to type in, this is my portfolio, I like taking photos of XYZ, it's just a place to explain. So if you wanted to add that, click one that you like, and you can drag it and drop it wherever you want. If I get to an edge, I can also make it bigger or smaller, however I prefer. But whenever I'm moving it, I'm getting towards the center of the box, and you see that it has the little crosshairs that goes top, bottom, left, and right, and that's where I'm able to move my box. If I want to change it, I'll double click again, and then I'll be able to type in whatever I want. If you don't have anything typed, I believe it deletes itself. Hit enter once you're done, or click off of it, sorry, and it'll go away. Now, because we are a photography class, we are going to be focused on adding images. There's two different ways to go about it. If you want to add single images to your website, this is a great place to go. If you want to add a gallery with lots of pictures in one place, this is another thing that you can use. We're going to work on both. First, I'm going to start you off with a typical image. So here, I go to Image, My Uploads, and then click over here on this little arrow. It says My Image Uploads. Click on it, and it's going to start loading. So with this website, I've only uploaded one picture. If you guys would like to upload your own pictures, you guys can upload them from your Google Drive. If you have an Instagram account that you would like to connect together, if you have a Google Photo account that is associated with your school email, you guys can use that. If this is your personal email, again, it's any of the photos that is on your phone that is connected with Google Photos. And I can show you guys the steps for connecting them later on if you guys would like to. So I'm going to go for my computer, just because I have lots of photos on my computer, but I'll also later on talk about how to upload photos to your Google Drive. So from my computer, I clicked on the computer button, and I'll now say upload from computer. Now it's going to go into picking those pictures from my computer itself. So I'm going to go to, so here you noticed I uploaded this little guy before. I'm going to upload one of my fish sculptures that I worked on last year. So now it's uploading. Give it a little bit. It has now saved it to my website, but it hasn't shown it to anybody yet. So when I want to show a photo, I'm making sure that it has this blue box around it. And I can also click multiple pictures if I want to. If I want to hit multiple pictures at once, I will hit the Control key on my keyboard and click the other picture as well. And you notice both of them now have that blue box. If I decide later on I don't want it, I click Control again, and then I click the picture I do not want. So right now I'm just uploading one. I'm going to go say Add to Page, and there's my picture. I also have a picture behind it I don't want. So these are the pre-populated pictures that Wix has already picked. So now I click on that picture and hit the Delete button on my keyboard. All of them are gone. Bye! Now I can click on the picture I just uploaded. If I go to a corner, I can make it smaller or bigger. And if I get into the center of the picture, again I can move it just like my text box. So I can put it wherever I want to. It will also try to automatically align. You see that purple line on the left? It will try to align with things that you already have on your page. If I go this way, it's going to try to get into the center of the text box that's up here. So if you want to keep things balanced, look for those purple lines. So now that I've uploaded one photo, let's try for a small gallery. Again, I'm going to go to Add, Gallery, and I typically go to the More galleries. I like these little guys right here personally, just as long as it's anything that's free. There's also a couple of good ones that's in Recommended. So I'm going to go to the one that I prefer the most, which is Honeycomb. Click it, and it has a ton of photos, but they're photos that I don't necessarily want. So let's show you guys, once I move this, to talk with you guys about how to delete the photos you don't want. So again, just kind of like our text boxes, I'm going to go double click. So I double click on my image, and then I see all the photos I don't want. The ones I don't want, I'm going to go down here, hover over top of the pictures, and say Remove Image by this trash can. And I click every single one I want to get rid of. Now I'm going to add some more images. So I didn't upload this turtle before. I'm also going to add more. Go back into my computer. Let's add this picture. Again, if I want to click multiples, I'm just going to hit that control button. I'm going to put my doggy in there. I'm going to put my apple. And I guess one of my Pokemon pictures. Let's add that. So I'm opening up all these at once. It's going to be downloading all of them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. They are all uploaded. I look for these check marks to confirm that it's ready to go. Exit out. Click on one picture. The control button. Click on my next, my next, my next. Once I have all of these clicked and I have that blue box around it, I say Add to Gallery. Here they are right here. And to finalize it, I click Done. And now I have some pictures in my gallery. Now you notice they don't have that pretty white background or edging anymore. If you guys want to be able to see that, right here, not where the footer is, but over by the left, you guys are going to notice that it's just black or a white background. It's really simple. If you would like to change that double click, and it's going to allow you to change the page background. You guys can choose some of the photos that are here. Whenever you guys upload your own photography, once we get there, you guys can do that as well. Or you can just pick a really basic color. So I'm going to go pick a neutral gray because I think it allows my pictures to shine through a little bit more. I click the X again, and now I can see all this pretty stuff that's popped off the page because I just added some gray. So I add all these. Now if you guys want your social bar, you can just connect the things that you want. You can remove them, you can add icons, but then you'll be able to hyperlink them later. Again, that's another thing that we'll talk about later, how to hyperlink. Right now we're just worried about adding pictures. So that is the core of what Wix is. Basically just uploading photos so that you guys can show off your gallery of photography.